the critical functions of your website. So for those of you who already have a website, just use this as a little check. Go and have a look, do a little audit on your site and see if there's any tweaks you need to do. For those of you that don't have one yet, great. Now you know what you're going to need to do for the future. Now again, remember, please don't panic. This is not something you have to do by tomorrow. This is something that over the next sort of 6 to 12 months, you want to be starting to work towards, okay? So don't worry. By the way, if anyone hasn't got a course created, I've got some great connections, people who have done websites for me and clients in the past who I really, really love, respect, and completely and utterly trust. If you want any referrals for a website builder, developer person, let me know and I can certainly give you a recommendation. But look, there's a couple of things that your website needs to do. First of all, let's just touch on a point here. Should your website be under a business name or should it be under your personal name? The answer to that is it really depends. Showever, you may like to have both. It depends on what it is that your business does and where you're going. You might like to have a website for your business if it has a very different market to the one that you personally are going out to the world with. But I would say that if you're planning on being an influencer, if you're planning on publishing books, courses, public speaking, things like that, you definitely need to have yourname.com because it's you as an individual that people are going to be searching for. It's you as an individual that's going to be invited to speak at conferences. It's you as an individual who people are going to be writing your name down in as an author to find a book that you've written and so on. So you really should have yourname.com anyway, regardless of whether you have a company website or not, okay? So my advice is just go and buy yourname.com, all right? It's a powerful tool to have, and you know, somebody else might buy it. There's probably somebody else out there with your name, so you might as well own it. Now, what should your website do? A couple of things that your website absolutely must do. It's to be found and to be searchable. So the whole reason you have a website out there is so that people can find you, discover you, and discover your content. If you don't have a website, down the line, you're going to be missing out on search opportunity. So that's, you want to be found. That's the whole point. If you don't have a website, you're not going to be. You also are using your website to get leads, and ultimately by that we mean email subscribers. You need to be having people joining your email list. As you've seen from some of the launches above, it's going to be highly beneficial to you to have an email list in the future. An email list is an asset in your business. If you have an email list, your future launches are going to be successful, and you don't need a massive email list to have successful launches. You just need to have people who like you, like your content, have opted in because they like what you offer. So your number one goal now, from now on, forever, is to constantly be growing that email list. So you do that through your lead magnet courses, you do that through your free content that you put online, you do that through your giveaways, you do that through free webinars. There's so many ways that you can grow an email list, but this is a primary function of your website, is to provide people that opportunity to sign up. You also want to use your website for your products and your services. People need to find out about them. People want to read about them, what you have on offer, and they want to buy them, okay? So that's another primary function of your website, and also to enable people to contact you, communicate with you, start a conversation. So here's what at minimum your online course really should have. You should have an about page or a home page. So that home page can just be an overall summary of who you are, what you have to offer, what you specialize in, a bit about your background and credibility, some of your products and services, maybe some blogs. Go and have a look at the home pages of some of the bigger leaders in your industry and just have a look at what they're doing. I probably need to update mine around about now. It's been a long time since I updated mine, but have a look at people's home pages. You should obviously have a courses page because you're going to be creating online courses. You want to have your products and services page. You want to have a blog page, and you want to have a contact page. So these are the at minimum things that you should have as an industry authority, as a leader, as an edupreneur. And then making sure that every single individual page on your website, everywhere, has a subscribe box. So that's an opportunity for people to join your email list, subscribe to your newsletters, or whatever you want to call it. That every single page should have some kind of pop-up box somewhere that gives people the opportunity to get your lead magnet or to get your free thing. That's going to grow your email list. And there should also be somewhere a little sidebar menu that has some of your little online courses or ebooks or something visual for people to click on and buy or subscribe to. So this is the primary function of your website. You don't need to overcomplicate websites at all. They don't need all singing or dancing or flashing bells and whistles. It needs to serve these main purposes. And if you can do that as simply as possible, your website is working well for you.